Hello, everyone. Maybe not hello, maybe good evening, perhaps, because it is late in time. I am Senior Executive and Head of Service Development, Tomohiro Ikebe. We have had an overwhelming number of people participate today, and I would like to thank you all for participation. I'm sure that all of you have been here since early morning, and I'm sure you may be all tired. But this is the last session, so you may want to proceed to getting your refreshments. But hopefully, you can endure my last session. These are actually some a shot from the keynote today. I would like to look back on the day today. Thankfully, this is the third time that we will have this event in the Hikarie Hall. But this time we had the most number of applications, and more than 1,000 people applied to participate in the event. In today's keynote this morning, we discussed our new AI platform, Clova, and a variety of API updates on our Line platform and our roadmap going forward. In other sessions following the keynote, in the sessions afterwards, we took into consideration the results of last year's. We're doing the survey again today, but we took into consideration the results of last year's survey when planning our Developer Day today. As a result, last year there were many sessions about the server side last year, but this year we added client and front-end related sessions because it seemed like there was not enough last time. And so this time around we added a few of those such sessions. Also, in the survey that we conducted last year, we have a ranking of the most popular sessions, and I don't know if you all remember, but the one that got the most votes was the session where we discussed the line failure case studies. And so through that ranking, we thought, or we found out that you don't want to necessarily know about everything, all the success stories, but the people wanted to know the failure stories as well. And so we wanted to respond to that kind of opinion. And so this time, we did include technical debt or spam prevention and other areas where we are still going through our trial and process and where the trial and error process and where there are no real right answers. And I think actually the development on site is not all about the success. And so everyone goes through many trials and tribulations. And I think you all have experienced that as well. And so I was hoping that through today we were able to share those kind of experiences with all of you as well. Also, as a new trial for this year, we tried something new. Up until last year, we only had Hall A and Hall B, or two tracks. But this year, we added Hall C, which is in the back of Hall B, where short and casual sessions were conducted. Here, we shared small tips or there were discussions about side projects that our employees were taking part in. And so I did go take a look at these, and some of them were even full, and you had to, it was standing. And so I would like to continue to do that as well. This time around, because it was 3 tracks, I'm sure that it would have been difficult to participate in all of them. However, the slides and video footage of the event, the slides will be uploaded during today, and the video footage of the event will also be uploaded. And so if there are any that you wanted to check out but could not, please feel free to check our archives. It has been a year since I last took the stage last year at Developer Day, but during this past year, engineering environment-wise, there have been a few changes, and so I would like to share some updates on our engineering front. First of all is our office. until last year, we had our offices here in Hikarie, and so all we had to do was come downstairs to participate in the Developer Day. However, this April, we were here in Shibuya for about 4.5 years, but this April we moved from the Hikarie Tower to Shinjuku Midaina Tower, and so the location has changed, and also the interior design has changed as well. One big factor is that you can see the big brown picture on the left-hand side. When we moved to Midaina, it became very big. I think it has about 2 meters in height. And so a lot of people like to take photos when they come to the office in front of this brown statue. Also, the working area, you can see a person standing at their desk, and so the desk actually goes up and down. So these kind of things we listened to employee voices to create these desk areas or the community areas in order to create an environment where it's easy to work and to provoke creativity. Next, this is a world map or an area of a map of this area. And this shows the areas where we have development branches. Currently, we have about 1,300 engineers, and the breakdown of that is Japan, we have about 600, and overseas we have 700 engineers. This map, we show this map every year. Or actually, we showed a similar one last year, but we have increased the number of dots on the map. The first one is Line Vietnam. This is in Hanoi, and we have established a branch there. As a member of the Line Group, we are collaboratively developing, and Japanese engineers and Korean engineers are also collaborating. And we have already released a few deliverables from the Vietnam office, and so I'm sure some of them you have already used. And also, another new office in Japan, we will be opening a new office in Kyoto. This will be centered around on development, and of course, it's the same in Tokyo and Fukuoka. But we position this branch as a touch point to communicate with young students who aspire to become engineers. And so, of course, we will hire permanent employees, but we will actively accept long-term internships and part-time employees as well. The actual office opening is scheduled for next spring, but before that, we will be doing a preliminary meetup event on October 20th. This is actually, we were going to start accepting applications today, and so I was going to ask for applications, but actually the site for application is already open, and we already have too many people applying, and so it didn't go according to plan. But I mean, it's a good thing, I would say. But currently, we are going to try to adjust so that we can do something about that. But we will be having it on the 20th of October, and so I hope that you can join us there. Also, the new Kyoto office we will start hiring for the Kyoto office today. Of course, for Tokyo and Fukuoka and people, if you want to work overseas in overseas offices too, that is no problem at all. And so we are hiring actively for all of our branches. And so please let us know if you are interested. This is the keyword. We had a few keywords last year at Line Developer Day, and one of them was open to public. And so that was our promise to you to become more public. And we discussed that last year. And so I would like to lastly share the progress of that initiative. First of all, this is internally, however, around summer of last year, in order to share information about the tech sphere, increase interaction between line engineers, and as well as interact with external community and engineers, we established a dedicated team to do such things. During this past year, this team has sponsored workshops and other events externally. So these kind of offline activities, and other than that, we also focus on information sharing via our blog. And recently, if you can see these pictures, we have a corner where employees interview other employees. A lot of developers at Line do many different things, and so even internally, people don't know who is doing what. And so, in that sense, it's a very popular corner of the blog, even for internal employees. And so, if you do have time, please take a look at the blog and this corner. Dev Day is, limited time, and it is only one day. And so the things that we did not explain about, or if there are, I'm sure there are unanswered questions, and so those kind of questions will be answered via our blog. Offline events going forward, we would like to plan some meetup events for external people as well. We have been doing this in Fukuoka, actually, called Line Developer Meetup. And so we will do that event in Tokyo as well. So with Line engineers and external engineers invited, we will talk about technical related things, and after that we will have a meetup or a party, and that's the kind of style that we will take. And going forward, we would like to let anybody be able to participate and hold this event regularly in the Shinjuku office. The first one, we're not sure when it will be, but probably sometime this fall. The theme will be advertisement distribution technology, and we will hold one this fall. Also, on the day, we will have a tech talk kind of event, and also we will do a line tour, an office tour during that event. And so I hope that you can all come and visit us during that time and interact with the line engineers that we have. So the 2017 Developer Day is about to come to an end. We at Line, we hope through Developer Day and meetups, we can build good relationships with external developers, and that is our wish. Also for the Messenger platform and the AI platform, which we will open in the future, hopefully through those kind of initiatives, we can grow together with engineers. Thank you very much for joining the event today. So, Developer Day is, all the sessions are finished, and so that's about it for the session itself. However, after this, we do have an after party prepared, and we will have beverages and sushi, etc. And also, we have a limited, very line-like events planned, and also speakers and other line employees. Everyone will be wearing the same matching T-shirts, and so if you can find us and just interact with us, please feel free to casually interact with us, and so please participate if you can. So once again, I would like to thank you again for joining us at Line Developer Day 2017. Thank you.